everybody, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. Now this is a two-chord song. It's just E minor and C, which are both pretty basic chords, like among the first 10 chords that practically everybody learns. And in order to make this one a bit more interesting, we're going to add a little bit of a chord melody aspect, but all in all, this is a very beginner-friendly lesson. Now, if you are just getting started, I just want to let you know about some resources that I have. There's my free ebook. It's free for all my subscribers, and it covers all the basics of rhythm guitar. I also have one of those for lead guitar. And then there's my premium course, which takes you through all the basics step by step. So if you find along the way that you need any extra help, please check those out. Otherwise, we're going to get started with the chord shapes. Our first one is E minor. And then there's a C chord. And there's a little bit of a trick when switching between these two chords. If we start off on E minor and we play it with these two fingers, we can leave our middle finger down as we switch to C. See, they share the same finger in the same spot. And you can just pivot off that finger. So I recommend just silently switching. You don't even have to strum. And just get your fingers in the right spot. Help build up that muscle memory. Anyways, once you've taken a moment to do that, we can practice strumming through the chords in order just to make sure we can get some nice clean chord switches. And the thing here that I really want you to focus on is counting out how many times we're doing each chord. So every 4 strums, we call that a measure, right? So we have 3 measures of E minor, 3 measures of 4 strums each. We strum at 12 times total, but that's too high of a number, that's why we break things down into measures. Anyways, we have 3 measures of E minor, then we have 1 measure of C, so we strum that 4 times, and in that final measure, we split it. We strum C 2 times and E minor 2 times. And we're gonna repeat that whole thing twice, so let's do that together nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then C 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third measure going to C 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's the chord order. Now, the strumming pattern for this part, if you listen to the recording, they're just playing quarter notes. Like the whole thing is just like. And you could play it that way. And for that, I would just put my thumb on the low string and then these 3 fingers on the D, G, and B strings. And I would just pluck and then touch the strings. So pluck and then you touch them again. And you just count exactly like you were. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we go to the C chord, I move my thumb here because that's the lowest note on the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's what I would do if you wanted to make it sound like the recording. But I personally would rather play this with a strumming pattern, and the strumming pattern I would use goes like this. And that's the most common strumming pattern ever. I already have it in my free ebook, and there's a video covering it as well. I'll put a link to that down below. But basically we go down, down, up, and then we go miss, up, down, up, miss, up, down, up. And when you combine that, nice and slow, 3 and 4 and down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. So we would play the strumming pattern 3 times over E minor, then we would play it once over C, and then in that last measure where we go 2 beats of C and 2 beats of E minor, it's a little bit different. I would just play the first half over both of them. So I would go down, down, up on C, and then down, down, up on E minor. And in time, it would sound nice and slow. Down, down, up, down, down, up. So just take a moment with that, and when you're ready, we can put the strumming pattern together with the chord shapes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Picks up the rice in the church. So next up, we're going to learn the pre-chorus. It goes like this. So I'm using the same basic chords, but I'm just adding a finger to add a bit of a chord melody to it. And this is something that I do in my beginner's course with the E minor chord. So if you're taking the course, you should totally learn this part. We start off with our E minor chord and our pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And we do our strumming pattern 1 time. Then we use our ring finger on the 2nd fret of that same string, also the B string. Otherwise, I keep holding that E minor chord the whole time. Then we go to a C chord. Remember to pivot off your middle finger. And this is the one time where I want that low E string to ring out. And then we go to a regular E minor chord. And we're ready to start it again just by putting our finger down there. So we go like this. Doing the strumming pattern 1 time on each one of those shapes. So let's just try that together. You can always just watch it a few times and then rewind it, and when you're ready, you can try it with me. I'm gonna do it super duper slowly, starting off on our E minor with this added note, makes it an E minor 7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so the only part we have left is the chorus, which is also the intro, and that is actually the easiest part of the song. We just do the strumming pattern 2 times on the C chord, then 2 times on E minor, and then we repeat all that, and that's it. So let's just try that together, starting off on the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all the lonely people. Alright, so those are all the components of the song, the verse, pre-chorus, and chorus. Now we're going to assemble it all, and the order that we're going to play it in is the chorus, which is also the intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, and then the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eleanor Rigby. Cool, so if you could play along with that, you can definitely play along with the whole song because you're just going to be going through all those parts over and over again until the song ends. Other than that, there's not really too much to it. If you need any extra help, don't forget I have all those free resources and also my premium course that'll definitely help you out if you need any help with the basics or getting past the basics. Otherwise, have a good time practicing, and I'll see you soon.